So there's a fundamental problem with set pieces that we have failed to address for years. It's not Finidi George. Note. However, the responsibility today is on Finidi George to fix it.
The box stops with him, yes.
Because if you watch that goal, the back heel, that first back heel, there was no challenge on the back heel.
Yeah, nobody picked up that man.
So that's my point.
Free.
If you're doing man to man, because you can't tell me you're doing, I'm not sure that was zona. That one cannot be zonal marking in my eyes. It was no one picked. No one picked.
It was just like
defense. And then the ball went past everybody in front of goal.
And that killed the game. That killed the game. From playing well for 30 minutes, dominating, looking
looking really good.
And then, as you said this morning, when I was listening to you when I was coming in, credit was given to the Benin. They're a very homogeneous team. Our boys at times look like, Fidi just met them.
They look like straight bedfellows.
Can you play? You be Nigeria. You sabi. They were look at the way they're running into each other. They didn't even know the areas to attack. How can two strikers not once or twice?
Did they try to change their style of play and they got confused? Or
no, it can't be that.
Same pattern.
So he made a few tactical changes yesterday. Yes, still went with
the substitutions through.
Yeah, so he made substitutions on time. Went from a 4-2-3-1 to a 4-4-2 at some point. But the critical thing is that one, there's no leadership. No core leadership in the team. No
leadership. No confidence. You could see it in their body language. I mean, look at the Benin, chest bumping, high-fiving, walking, falling over the slightest touch, walking assiduously. They had a lead and were ready to die on.
Exactly.
And our boys look at Ademola, he looked confused.
Yeah, so for the good part of the changes being on time, those changes, we didn't create enough chances.
No, but talking about chances.
Sorry, before you go into chances, you were talking about lack of leadership. I'm wondering if Truth Ekong were there, could he have given the leadership?
Maybe it might be different. Maybe
we can't say warrior. It's come through as a warrior. Maybe.
Or maybe because Ahmed Musatu is not there. Since we're going down memory lane, let's just go down memory lane. Let's go down. Maybe if only we could bring back Joseph Yobo into that and maybe we can go back and bring Egwabon.
So do we have leadership in the team in your view?
I think
obvious leadership.
No.
I think that we have people who are not. When Diego always talks about people being passionate. For Nigeria, speaks about the 80s and the early 90s. I don't think any of these guys are doing half of that.
I don't agree.
No, I agree with you.
I don't think they're doing half of that.
I didn't see it yesterday.
I don't agree.
We're 2-1 down. We're doing 2-1 down. Guys, go forward. I didn't see any reason why we should even play with a holding midfielder. Now we're going to pin you here and we're going to pass you.
We done this.
Yeah, we're not going.
Guys that were, look at Calvin Bessie when he lofted the whole rubbish ball, they were struggling. It was like, what's your problem?
Because even the captain couldn't shout at them. When the captain is making mistakes. It's like saying
a guy who is 6'7".
It's like saying when you complain about.
It's
like saying using the Man United example. Maguire was captain. If the captain is making mistakes, who wants to shout at the captain?
Exactly.
Nobody can say when Bruno is talking. Who wants to shout at Bruno?
Exactly.
No, but everybody just
captain.
Let's just
look at Calvin. He was struggling. Because
Ademola Lookman, and that his role I still don't understand. And I'm not being critical because I'm not a coach. But look, you know that Lookman cannot mark. Lookman doesn't.
No, don't say that.
When I say in the national team, Lookman hasn't done it.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
We're not talking about the AFCON. We're looking at what we've
seen. You said in the national team.
Okay, sorry. The two important games.
Isolate the games that you have issues with him.
Ghana during the World Cup qualifiers and these last two games that we watched.
Ademola Lookman was in.
Yes.
Femi.
Yes, he played.
Femi. Whether you like it or not,
against Ghana, he played against Ghana, the one we lost. Yes,
we did not lose against Ghana.
Well, the ticket that we did not pick.
Yes, Femi, Ademola Lookman is probably the most tactically disciplined player we have in that team. He does a lot of hard work in that team. I'm sorry, the only point I can blame him is his production. He didn't deliver any decent cross.
So what's the hard work for?
No, you said he does not mark. Marking is a different.
Because the person that you're playing behind, Osai Samuel, is also attack-minded. Both of you don't seem to remember that one of you...
Did you concede any goal from the opponent passing through.
Did we with both of you going forward? Did we have our best chances from that place? No.
Oh yes, we did.
We did
in the first half.
Because if I remember, the chance we're talking about now was coming. The 2 goals, the 2 best chances we had came from the other side. The Chukwueze pass one, and then the one that him and Onachu were dragging for, both came from the other side.
Yeah,
so
but,
that means
but at the same time, the best chances we had in the first half came from that side.
Or is it that there was a lot of football in that area?
No, the best chances we created came from that side. So you can't say he can't mark when we didn't consider any goals.
I'm not against him. No, I'm not against him marking. I'm going to give the example of Kylian Mbappe. I'm not comparing both of them. Mbappe, everyone knows that that's not his job. He was one of the poorest at the World Cup. But France agreed that this is one person who will suffer for. Somebody else must cover for him. And every time he's off the ball or makes a mistake, because as a dribbler, you dribble, you lose the ball. Somebody must be there to cover, mop up for him. There's no one mopping up for him. When he loses the ball, which not every time his dribbling skills comes in well, somebody must be there to mop up, pick it, and say, okay, you know what, I'll cover, get the ball again. A dribbler will try dribbling 10 times.
You know, what we're going to do, I think today, let's say today is like a special day. We're going to give guys messages, calls, so you guys can all through, so you can vent. You understand? And it's understandable.
It's not understand why.
No, it's not.
Why?
It's understand.
When we're saying that if things go tough, we should be there. I'll be patient.
No, Femi.
I
said it yesterday, and I said there are people that result yesterday gladdened their hearts because they didn't want Finidi.
Oh yes, of course.
You understand?
Of course.
They're carrying their knives around. I hope they don't cut themselves. They're carrying their sharpened knives around this side. Do you understand? Not hoping he will fail, but it's like they just can't wait to say I told you.
Yeah, they can't wait to say.
But the mistake they make is that if he fails, Nigeria will fail. If he fails, Nigeria is failing too.
And that's unfortunate. That is how bad we are as Nigerians. That because you did not get your desired, outcome, you would wish that that alternative that should fail
to prove you right.
Yeah.
So you can say I told you so. But we shall see. That's why I'm sticking my neck out now. Maybe along the line I'll add something. That if we don't, that this is what I'll do. And I'll make sure that
say you buff inside the coat.
Even me on your behalf.
I never said it.
I'm very vulnerable right now.
As in Cardi, always all about you. How you make is all about you. Can we just do news quickly?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, so let's start off some of the stories coming through ahead of the limb.
I've always said that if we want to get the best from our league, divide the league into 2.
Okay, Savannah and
north, south. Makes it a lot easier. Logistics are a lot better, and then at the end, probably play Super 8 or something. But they say that is you trying to divide the country into 2, so that's the reason why they won't do that. But I think that's the best you can get. So it saves us a lot of all these issues, reduces all these incidences of
then the Vinicius story too is very important as well.
Oh yes, very.
Because on certain platforms, you should keep it short.
You should keep it quiet. You should stick it up. You should face playing football.
Chief tormentor of races. 2 people unprecedentedly, never happened before, are going to spend 8 months in the slammer. They're going to be banned from attending any football match anywhere in Spain for 2 years. Hey, that's brilliant.
The story that just got me, that made me laugh. Vinicius story is a great story. Was what we said yesterday. Real Madrid, they're too entitled. Should we they back now? When FIFA is involved, you back. You can't complain,
I support them on this. I support them on this.
Support them on what? No, everybody's complaining about it. But for you to boldly come out and say we are not doing it,
I know
that's a different.
Very unlikely that any team
exactly.
pull out on that.
You can't complain because even for Infantino's next run, I think remember was it one of the top people stepped down, one of the former footballers stepped down saying Infantino agreed he won't do more than a certain number of terms. England and Germany are against Infantino even being president, but you can only murmur. You cannot come forward and say we're not doing anything.
You can't do more than 12 years and 3 terms.
But he promised he was going to do only 2 and step down. England and Germany are against him. But they can't. All I'm saying is that Real Madrid, yesterday when I saw this, I'm like, what are you feeling like?
That he wouldn't do more than 2 times the story.
Then
the regulation says you can do 3 times.
And nobody ever does 2 times.
Then the young lad, the badminton player that was on our program, what's his name again?
Anu
Luakpo. I mean, that's a wonderful story. And thank you very much again, Francis, if you're listening, Francis Obi, for bringing him in. I mean, this is someone that lost the tournament because he couldn't get the required nutrient level to perform at an optimum level. So to know that he's training for the Olympics in Italy right now, and he didn't at first Nigerian to ever qualify for back-to-back Olympics in badminton, and first Nigerian to qualify ever for the singles event. Absolutely brilliant. And you need to see he's a fine young boy.
I didn't know better. I thought the Eagle was an administrator. He just sounded like his friend. Babs Ogwadefu said, Nigeria's basketball team was the first men and women to qualify ever.
Yeah, but it's a fact, is it not? It's not something. It's not an opinion. I didn't dream it up. It's not a narrative. It's a fact, and it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
And I pray that there's some corporate back entities out there that back that young lad. I mean, you
very
need to
important.
meet him. It's a fine boy, tall. He looks. Yeah. What?
Femi, why are you being accused?
Look, I'm just reminding because we had to take calls.
Take calls.
Then one thing I just want to put out before you think it's blind patriotism or blind faith, and I believe in this group that other teams, the whole essence of league is other teams will take points off each other.
Oh yes,
we now can't afford. We've lost any.
We can't afford to sleep anymore.
That's it. But it's still possible that. And when I say qualify, I'm talking about qualifying. I'm not talking playoff.
And just the last story from the news, just to review. People said that once Matag hot, Minister goes out to talk. Minister don't dey talk.
Thank you, Femi, for bringing that up.
Minister don't
I'm
talk.
totally against that. I'm sorry.
Sincerely,
I'm sorry. That is the wrongest thing to do right now. You said this is the time to be calm. Do you understand? What is that? You want a review? You're playing to the gallery, please. I'm sorry. I totally against that. I'll be praising the minister, and I will ask if we ever have that. I'll say, sir, do you think that is necessary? It is not necessary at this time. We have enough issues. This is time to support the coach. And let's also, because he didn't mention commitment. I feel those boys are not committed. Those 2 blunders on the pitch. Can you blame even outstar to Ghana? Was it not another long range shot from Partey that squandered under the goalkeeper there? Who would you legislate for that?
I told you that who's matter hot, Minister go talk.
No. I'm
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Dam Larry.
Caro, everybody. Good morning in the studio. It was an eyesore. It's been an eyesore watching the Super Eagles play. We complained about negative football during the Nations Cup. I, for one, complained. I said, we have a team that can play positive football and still get points. Why are we playing negative football to get points? At the end of the day, we got to the finals of the Nations Cup with our negative football. But our negative football still lost us the final.
It cost us the final. I agree.
So fine, we decided to cost us the final. Now, fine, we decided to get another manager, push out the last manager, our journeyman, a PE coach, like everybody called him. And I for one, supported or still support the fact that we need to go for a local coach, which I didn't want to need a judge though. I wanted Amonike, yeah, but fine, we got to need the judge. But to be sincere, the last 2 matches that we've played has been an eyesore. Like, we can't. I don't think I can see where we sprint at least 10 passes together. None. It didn't happen throughout the game yesterday. We were not creating chances, and for the life of me, I wish I could be optimistic like Uncle Shegun. Yes, but we can't afford to drop one single point now going forward. We are still going to stick with the manager. And I for one want us to stick with him till the end of the qualifiers. I don't want us to push him out of the way before I want us to stick with him till the end of the qualifiers. But I think the fact that he wasn't able to get, we need to clarify the issue with Amokachi. We need to clarify the issue with Amokachi. Is Is it still his assistant?
Okay.
Is he not taking the job? Do we need, because everybody need an assistant.
Okay.
You understand? Maybe if Amokachi had been in the dugout with him, something else would have changed.
Okay.
I don't
Alright,
know. I'm just saying it from picking it from looking at the cracks and seeing where we missed it. Because the football has been an eyesore. It has been an eyesore. It's not like we're playing.
Not that bad, damn it, Larry. It's not, the football is not that bad.
No. But we get your point. I saw football bad.
No, but the football is not that bad. No. So the football has not been.
Whatever,
has not been that bad. I won't sit here and
Nigerians are entitled to vent. Jonathan, but
venting is not
1 point from 6 is definitely not good enough.
So it's result. We're not going back to results because what we're saying is that we have to decide what we want.
What do you really want?
Do you want result or do you want good football? Has the football improved? Yes.
Let's hear what our listeners.
Okay, let me just read a few messages. Calls haven't rolled in yet.
Okay.
So let me take a few messages. This one here, going to the beginning. Oh man, plenty. All right. So this one here says, "Good morning, sirs. I am angry." And that's what it says.
Well,
doesn't add anything to it. This says, "Good morning, guys." Stephen from
their names as well. No?
He didn't leave a name. He didn't leave a name. This says, "Stephen from Idumu. Is it too early to sack Finidi George?" Question. Given that the next set of qualifiers is next year.
September is not next year.
World Cup. Not next
We
year.
have another set of qualifiers. Whether
for AFCON.
whether AFCON.
But World Cup is next year. On calls.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning, Uncle Shebo.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, Femi.
Good morning.
And Mr. Adesanya.
Morning.
Ogungwe on the line.
Yeah, we know. That's what's up.
This stuff, you know, this stuff landing that we are giving Finidi, Uncle Shebo, it will not work. It will not work. Yesterday and game before yesterday, there was no tactical input at all. The man was just changing and changing. That guy from Remo supposed to start even the match against South Africa, but he didn't fit and start on Tanimo in that right back. Yesterday we see what that guy bringing when he came in, the crosses, even the tackle. I was like, this one want to try because he needs. This is what we need, not a talented and oversized player that we already have.
I hear you.
Wait now. Let me see what I want to say.
I said I hear you now. I'm listening to you. I'm agreeing with you.
Mikel was complaining about Lukman. Mr. Adesanya said something that it is not. That's the basic truth. Lukman, if you watch him very well against South Africa and even yesterday, Lukman will not track back. On a rare case that Lukman would track back to cover for the left back. So we need so many things in that team, including Finidi and even the NFF. There should be a drastic change. There should be a drastic change. That's just the part about it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, Sukumbi.
Okay. Talk about Football says, can we all please learn to stay calm? The route to our path of indigenous manager we have chosen requires a lot of patience. God bless Nigeria. This here says, good morning, gentlemen of Sports Zone. That speech by the coach shows he lacks capacity at that stage. The tone in his voice shows he's timid and not sure of himself keeping the job. And bearing this in mind, even if he's
can we just tell this person that he didn't make this speech after the game yesterday? He made that speech before when he was into when he was doing his tour ahead.
So in my defense for what he said, and I think because we all think we know
a lot of people would have thought that maybe that's what he said after the game yesterday.
I think that because we all think we know football, if you follow some of the, I was speaking to Yemi Adesanya outside the studio, spoke about Thiago Motta. When he says his formation was, I shared it with Chuks Opia because he also criticized this, and I said 2-7-1. 2-7-1 makes no sense, right? And this guy is current coach of Juventus. He got Bologna to the Champions League for the first time. Everyone talking about Zexi, and now he's in Juventus. Sometimes maybe you should just listen and explore other options to just understand. Because truth is, maybe if you need this message is not getting across.
Femi, the problem we have is that every single member of the 200 million population of Nigeria is a world-class coach. Everybody knows more than the coach, who has done his badges, who has dug deep, who has gotten his hands dirty. Everybody is a coach.
I feel that
and also happens to be a world-class player.
Even I feel that's the coach. I won't sit down to
So
like the
those of you Lagos Talks is no longer invited to any.
we have break.
All right, welcome back, guys. So, back to the phone lines.
Yeah. Onto calls rolling, let me read a few more messages. This says, good morning, gentlemen of the Sports Zone. The speech by the coach shows he lacks Okay, I think I read this one. His mental stable. All right, so let me take a call. Call listen.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shogun. Good morning.
Is that Dirty Chooks?
He's the one.
Dirty Chooks. Dirty Chooks. Or holiday with Bahag, I'm sure. Money I say Bahag.
Hope you are enjoying all the great changes the Ineos teams are doing at Man United.
Oh boy,
we're talking about we don't want.
In fact, we're not talking about Man United. We don't want to. They're talking about somewhere. We don't talk about United.
Yeah, on the Finidi issue, I think that I'm just sitting on the fence basically because, as someone like Damilare said, even though I would not have supported his appointment, we just have to stick with him.
That's fair.
Because we end up with this circle of, at the end of the day, if the coach has a bad few games, we sack him, get a foreign manager that we cannot afford, and after a year we can't pay him, we sack him, and we look. It's just this circle. It has happened over and over again, and if you want to change something different, we have to just stick with him, regardless of the outcome. I personally feel like we're not going to make the World Cup. I've already made my peace with that. I know a lot of people might not agree, but Parceiro had a terrible few first game as when he resumed as manager, and this is just Finidi going through his own. So we can only hope that things get better, and they get better in time when we can still meet the World Cup. But regardless, there is no amount of his incompetence or whatever that's going to change what's happening. Nigeria just have to learn to live with the result that they get. It's not going to work out for us every time.
All right.
We're not to win 100% of the games, and we'll just take what we have agreed to get for now. So that's just what I wanted to add to that.
All right, Chooks, thank you very much. I've removed the dirty appellation.
Okay.
You know, I mean, Guinea not beat Algeria away from home.
No, Algeria won.
We lost at home yesterday.
Good morning.
Yeah, but I mean,
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Motosho.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Motosho.
I hope Femi passed my message.
Yes, it did. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
Uncle Shegun,
Yeah.
whether we like it or not, sentiment apart, he really doesn't have what it takes.
Mr. Motosho.
No, please, Can you please explain to me what does it take? What does it take?
Let him explain.
What it takes to be a national team coach.
Yeah, please, what does it take?
Apart from
Go ahead. Oh dear. Hello. Okay. Yeah, we have. Go ahead. Sorry, Mr. Your line, please. Maybe try and call back. Reception is poor.
Okay. Let me read a few more of your messages. This says the Eagles don't have business at the World Cup, hence the reason for their ugly performance. How could Super Eagles? How? In Uncle Shegun's voice, make them pack well. I bet. Kola Ole Akindele. Sam says, good morning, Sports Zone. I am pained. I'm very, very unhappy and dejected. I didn't sleep well all through the night.
Now that you died.
I wonder what Finidi told the technical committee before he was hired. I question his knowledge. His changes killed the game. Finidi has finished Nigeria.
Killed the game?
Sam.
Redley, Sam.
Khadija from Maryland says Nigeria will not play a World Cup qualifying game until 2025 against Rwanda. A lot of changes must be made before then, starting with the head coach, Finidi George. We have nothing to lose at this point. The worst has happened. Good morning, Sports Zone. I'm Emeka Buffon. Please, how did Finidi get this job with this type of knowledge? Well, I recall all of you saying we are pressing panic button. Finidi isn't good enough. He's yet to win a match, for God's sake, since appointment. Guy, this guy won the NPFL last season. He said people are telling him that the NPFL is not anything again.
It's all right now. Even your Igbo coach had back-to-back draws against Lesotho and Zimbabwe that has not played international football for A and was playing on a neutral ground. Lesotho that we beat home and away.
He was thinking of AFCON. That doesn't matter. He's in the past thinking of AFCON. Babalala Gafar says, good morning, Sports Zone. Okay, so since you recorded Uncle Shegun's voice, these two, Nigeria Super Eagles will not make it to next World Cup. Put it in all caps. If people like them continue to be optimistic on empty barrel, na them sabi, overhyping average set of players and disrespecting opponents will continue to hurt us. Imagine Mr. Femi saying we couldn't make use of a defensive midfielder against Benin. We for no use goalkeeper too now. Number one, I think that, look, the truth about what you're saying is, what do you mean by average players? I think it's disrespectful to our players. Did you know the amount of league winners we had in that team? If you remember, Boniface played in the unbeaten season. Nathan Teller, who did not make it, is also a part of the Super Eagles. Ademola Lookman scored a hat-trick in the final. Guys, sometimes I think the truth about it is if you do introspection into your own self, ask yourself, are you average? If you answer the question,
I had to go where I did not want to go to.
The truth is, Lookman scored a hat-trick in the final, and you're calling him average. That's disrespectful.
Apart from Babla accused me of trying to be giving opiate to the masses. You should look at that group. On the one hand, people say, some people, not me, say, you Benin, easy team. South Africa, maybe less. So yeah.
What's it called? Canada. Not France.
The goalless
at the weekend.
But I'll say to Guinea.
Iceland. Beat England at home.
Yes.
But it's friendly, doesn't count.
Whether or not.
But even
I should be going to watch Euros now.
Let's talk about qualifiers, yeah? Did Algeria not lose? I think Algeria lost in the penultimate round. Algeria lost to Guinea at home. Was it not Guinea? I beat them at home.
Guinea lost at home to Mozambique.
This is the next, and they lost at home. Do you understand?
I think
so the truth of the matter
is, I don't know.
So let us calm down. As Khadija rightly said, we're not playing World Cup qualifiers in 2025. Yeah. This will give Finidi time, because I said
but he's playing qualifier in September
for AFCON. Yes, so
and that October, I think September, October, November.
Fine. Between now and then, you understand, he too will know the players that he can count on and the way to go. He knows that he's been backed up against the edge of the precipice.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. My name is Eswa Bishop on the line.
Eswa Bishop, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, yes. I'm calling to follow up, contribute to the match of yesterday. Quite disappointing, yes.
Yeah, very.
But when we talk about, we compare ourselves to, maybe I heard my friend mention England, lost to Canada, and another country, Italy. Let's look at the antecedents. How have they been performing before these matches they lost? They've been doing well, and then they lost. Anybody can lose at any time. But we look at our team, we don't progress. For the past how many years, we've still been at a particular stage. One, you don't enjoy the football. The only thing we gain is just points. We don't say, okay, our team is improving. Yesterday, instead, it's deepening, it's getting worse with each day. And like I also mentioned, was Finidi the best choice for us as a local coach? No. The FA did not want a coach that they cannot control. That is why the likes of Olise and Monike were not considered. So I think it's all about politics.
Okay.
All right, brother. But you know that's your opinion, though. Okay. You don't have any proof otherwise. So just put that out there.
No, it's not really good. Yinka from Agege in Lagos says, good morning, Sports Zone. I think the apostle of homegrown managers cannot realize they are fully that we don't have the players right now to justify our
You are the same person that would come when they go get a foreign coach and they are unable to pay the foreign coach. You still come on this show and write this message and say, why can't they pay the foreign coach? Why do you sign the foreign coach? They decide to go with something that they can afford, who is readily available,
how many matches
and I think can also perform.
How many matches have we played in the group now?
Four, yeah. With 6 to go.
That's 6 to go. So, fine. We know what we've got to do.
That's good. Good morning.
This is Malik speaking.
Good morning, Malik.
Morning.
Malik no talk. All right. Good morning, Sports Zone. The players have a big problem. It's like they need to play together to get a good result. This is how Super Eagles have played for the past 5 years. It's not the coach foreign or local. Finidi should pick his team by the next match. Madam Adeleye. We've got more of your messages. There's quite a ton of them. Saying, good morning, guys. Biola for Mushin. Uncle Shagun, Shebifemi was saying yesterday, Finidi said we are all coached with attitude, not against local, but It wasn't our best option. Still hoping we qualify. Missing out again won't be a good image for this country. My brother will survive. Says we didn't.
Did you miss 2 World Cups?
I don't know. And they were European champions when they missed it. We didn't all decide, because next thing the time I'm comparing ourselves to Italy. Didn't we all decide to go this route? Some of us, we didn't all decide to go this route. Some of us objected to it. Reason why we are complaining now. But the same thing, when a foreign manager is given, people want local. They go with it. So the majority has moved.
So let's
move with it.
I didn't like Parcero too. Went to the AFCON and we got to the final. And it was like, okay, fine. In his contract thing with the NFF, he said the minimum
was
semi-finals, and he exceeded that
final. Adegboy Gadidi says, I think the Nigerian players and their coaches are not playing to win in solidarity to the pain and hardship experienced by Nigerians. They don't see a reason why the country should be in the World Cup when everything is not normal at home. I think we don't deserve to be in the World Cup. The mood isn't right. This is not the time. Kingsley from Isolo says, Anaro win also. It be like say Benin go qualify with 2 games to spare. This one here says, Voke from the island says, Shena, this kind of heart attack football, Finidi and him boys want to go play for World Cup. It's better we all remain in Nigeria and learn the new national anthem. We also got this that says, sportszone, if a team is able to create chances and score, they'll have less problems. It won't matter if they concede, they'll always outscore their opponent. It's the ability to recover and hurt your opponent. Stephen from Victoria Island. We've also got this one here saying, good morning, sportszone. Kudus from Lagos Island. General was qualifying us for tournament with matches to spare. They said he was boring. This is what excitement gets you. Are you not entertained? You know, get pattern, no, but he doesn't struggle for qualifiers. All thanks to Sunday Diary that influenced Amaju Pinnick to sack him. Bye-bye to World Cup.
Okay.
If you want to be a part of us, first off, follow us across all social media pages at Lagos Talks 913 is our handle. And of course, kindly like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're a part of the Lagos Talks family.